Welcome to Lesson 3, Using Adobe Bridge. Adobe Bridge is the command center of the Creative Suite. In Adobe Bridge, you can manage and organize your files, utilize and modify XMP metadata for faster searches, and quickly preview files before opening them. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that you'll also learn in Lesson 3 in the book, but I want to make it clear that Adobe Bridge should probably always be open in the background because it makes it easy for you to select and find and organize your files. Of course, there is Mini Bridge available in Photoshop as well, but for the full capabilities, you'll want to launch Adobe Bridge. And you'll notice that that is simply done by choosing File, Browse in Bridge. Now, I have the contents of PS03 lessons open. If you want to navigate your desktop and the rest of your computer, notice that you have two tabs here, Favorites and Folders. And if I click on Favorites, I can go to my desktop. I can find where I put my lesson files, and I can open them up from here. Now, this works just like a regular directory system. I didn't have to put these images anyplace. I simply navigated to the location on my hard drive where these images were located. So now let me show you how you can take advantage of this. I'm clicking on one of these images. You'll see that I have a preview. You'll also see that I have all kinds of information about this image, such as image size and whether the flash went off, and all kinds of information that I can use while I'm producing my images. The other thing that I can do is that I can select multiple images and I can organize. So like for instance, I can choose over here to create a new folder, and I'll change the name to Apple Picking. Select all of my images that I want to put in this folder, and then simply drag and drop them right in. I can also go back into this folder and I can individually name these files if I want, or take advantage of batch renaming them through the tools. Other things that I can do are that I can take an image, I can go to keywords, I can enter some keywords in here. So for instance, I'll click on new keyword, I'll type in apple picking. And maybe another one will be New England. And I'll check these. And you'll see that this image has two of these keywords applied. In fact, if I go to my filter, you'll see that I can even select the image by clicking on the keywords. No keywords or apple picking. Okay, so I'm going to uncheck that and leave this at all the images with no keywords. I'm also going to select this image and go to the Metadata tab. And you'll see that I can scroll down to an area where I can choose to enter my own information. So I might come in here and choose that I'm going to call myself the artist. I'm going to scroll to the IPTC core, and I'm going to enter some information here. So maybe the description is picking apples. Now you'll notice some other information has already been entered into this, which is fine. But what we want to do is maybe add some more of our own. Maybe we want to add some copyright information, job title, whatever it may be. The really great thing about this is that you can add all of your information. I'm clicking apply on this one particular image, and then I can go to tools, create a metadata template, take the information that I want to keep and say I want to keep all this information. This is fine, or change it at this point. I'm going to call this Apple template. Click on Save. And now select all of these images and choose under Tools to replace the metadata that's already on these images with Apple template, and now they're all the same. So if you're trying to organize your files, it makes it really easy. The other reason you want to apply metadata is because you can also take advantage of all that metadata in the filter. So I can come over here and choose other information that is important to me. Exposure time, camera raw. All of that is being read from this information over here. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is deselect, and then I'm going to select some of these images because maybe I want to put them into a collection. And I'm going to click on the collection tab and then down on the new collection button. Yes. Include those images. Little boy has 2 images. I'm going to navigate back by clicking on the back file and navigate using the navigation tool at the top here to go to PS Lessons. And I'm going to take another image and just drag it into the collection. Now, the interesting thing about collections is that I can put images in here. I can drag images in here without actually taking them out of the folder. It's almost like a shortcut has been created. So you'll notice that I have Little Boy and I have all these images in here, but they're not actually residing in any new folder. It's just an easy way for me to access the images that I want to collect together. If I want to make it even easier for myself, I'll go back out to the desktop. I'll take my images, and maybe I want to access my PS03 lesson files frequently and easily. I can drag that folder over to where the drag favorites here is listed and add this, and now I can quickly and easily access those files as well. So this is just some of the things that you can take advantage of using Adobe Bridge. You can find out more when you read Lesson 3 in the Digital Classroom book.